I love to nerd out on culture. I love to talk about culture. I love researching culture, learning about culture, all of the things around building a culture of trust and safety inside of a workplace or any environment for that matter. I used to run women's circles. So there you go. That's you create a culture, have to create a culture of trust to have women be vulnerable with each other. And it's the same thing in the workplace. So, one of the things that I love to talk about in relationship to culture is this idea of psychological safety. And you may have heard this phrase before. It's been around for a few years. It was developed by a Harvard researcher, and psychological safety is really what it sounds like. It's the ability to feel like you can take more risks in your workplace or in whatever environment you're in. And I actually, in my talks, when I talk about psychological safety, I create games to help people experience and feel what a psychologically safe environment feels like. But first, what I do is have them put them in an environment that is not psychologically safe. And this is the beauty of play, is we really get to explore different worlds when it is in the context of play, because the stakes are low. It doesn't matter what you say or do is not going to weigh on your promotion at the end of the year, right? It's really laid back play. And so I will give a game where where your group is required to create something together. So depending on whether I'm speaking to a sales team or a marketing team or an accounting team or a group of executives, I'll give them kind of a different thing that they're creating together. But the constraint here, the only rule, is that you can only respond to each other with yes, but. So you have to respond and say, yes, that's an interesting idea, but I have a better idea. Or yes, that's kind of cool, but it's not going to work because it's just too big. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous, right? So using this yes, but a lot of people I notice and people share that they have these ahas when we are doing this yes but exercise that, oh my God, I do this in my life. I say yes but. And yes, but the silly thing about it is it sounds like yes, it sounds like agreement, but it's actually no in disguise. It's no, wearing a little mask and a hat and a boa and a wig and being like, I'm a yes, but it's a yes, but. It is not a true, I hear you, I see you, I acknowledge you, I'm here with you. It actually puts a wedge in relationships, and it creates it creates friction inside of cultures when you are in this yes but mentality. So I have people practice that first, and then we move into a very simple improv exercise where we are saying yes and to each other. And it is night and day, the difference between what people discover and what people feel when they are doing the yes but practice versus what they get when they do the yes and practice. And the relationships, the camaraderie, the energy in the room completely shifts when people are in yes and. So this is something I want you to think about, is where do you yes but your world? Where do you yes but your relationships, your colleagues, your partner, your boss? Where do you say yes but and you're hiding your no behind a yes but? Where can you shift it into yes and? And I can talk more about yes and. I mean, I have an entire hour presentation on this kind of stuff. But yes, and is just shifting that one word will make such a difference for you and your cultures. If you employ this idea of a yes and culture, it will change everything for you. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Keep yes anding people.